Part of the McKinney Lion defense, leading the charge that time. Number 62, the defensive end, Ronnie Underwood, 185-pound senior, to make the stop on Shannon Pascal. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Tigers will still need a couple of yards as they have the ball at their own 46-yard line.
Darren Ferris seeing the most action of any game this year. This is his 3rd punt, and I can't remember any time that the Tigers have had to punt 3 times in a game. He stands back at his 32-yard line, awaiting the snap from John Albritton. The Lions send twin safeties back inside the 25. Gets a good punt away. A low liner will come down at the 22. Coming to the near side with the football is Pryor. Pryor breaks into the secondary. He's to the 45 to 50. Down the near sidelines and knocked out of bounds by the punter, Darren Ferris. So apparently there is some kind of breakdown in the kicking game that the McKinney Lions have been able to pick up. Because that's twice now that they've been able to return a punt on the Corsicana Tigers, and the safety man, Darren Ferris, has had to make the tackle.
Well, the original line of scrimmage was the 46-yard line of the Tiger end of the field. He brings it back down to the 44-yard line, a punt of about 34 yards that time, but negated by the good run back. And so the Tigers actually lose yardage as the McKinney Lions will have it 1st and 10 out the Tiger 43-yard line is where they spot it.
Got a 47-yard return for Pryor. 1st down, handoff goes to Simmons. Boy, is he a tough runner. Across the 40 to the 39-yard line goes Simmons.
Pick of about 4 on the play for Simmons before the Corsicana Tiger defense finally brings him down. Leading the way once again for the Corsicana Tigers in there, among others, was Daniel Morgan. Also, we see number 26, Ricky Lusk in, and the free safety, Curtis McHenry, also coming up.
He's not by chance any kin to Edwin Simmons, who played at Hawkins.
I just wondered about that.
He sure runs like Simmons did when he was in high school. Simmons never really amounted much at Texas, at the University of Texas. But 2nd down and 5 from the 38. Hona on the wing back around. It's the Pryor. He's got a block out there. He's to the 30. Tries to cut back inside and does a good job down to the 20. Good job by Wilfred Pryor on the wing-back reverse.
Had a good call that time by Honey or the coaches as Pryor moves the ball down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a penetration that we'll have to consider, perhaps.
With a 2-point difference in the game, we may have to consider penetrations and 1st downs and total yardage.
I really don't think it's going to get to that, though, do you?
I don't think either one of these coaches wants a tie.
No.
Ball just inside the 20-yard line, and I believe this is the farthest that the Lions offense has managed to go this evening.
Yes, indeed.
2 men wide to the near side, split backfield, handoff to Simmons, left side, through one line of block tacklers. He can't get through the secondary, though. I believe it was Sims that came up and made the initial hit on him, and then reinforcements came in the form of Eric Middleton. But Simmons gets about 5 yards up to the 15-yard line.
Michael Johnson also there to help make the stop, but Simmons running very hard, as he said. This is the deepest penetration that the McKinney offense has been able to put together so far, Lark. Started this drive back at the Corsicana 43, of course, thanks to the fine 44-yard punt return. But they come to the line of scrimmage now with a 2nd and about 5.
Men wide to each side of the formation, split backfield, and off to Simmons, right side, knocks down his own man, runs over a Tiger, hits a 1st down across the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ran smooth over Michael Sims, finally brought down as Sims was able to get a hand up and make the shoelace tackle, but Simmons has picked up another 1st down for the McKinney Lions, and it's 1st and goal to go for McKinney.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line is where that ball is spotted. Simmons running awfully hard that time, as you said, ran over one of his own men, ran over Ricky Lusk before the Tigers were finally able to bring him down. 1st and goal to go with 2:44 still to play in the 3rd quarter.
Backs in an I formation this time behind the quarterback with a slot back to the right and a wide receiver to the left. Handoff goes to the fullback. He gets up across the 9-yard line to about the 8, maybe the 7-yard line. I believe it was Simmons once again with the football. And he'll only gain a yard to the 8-yard line. Good defensive effort up front by that TNT front 3 of Middleton, Reddick, and Ike Hunter.
And, of course, Mike Johnson that time coming along to make a stop, too, as Simmons only gained about a yard after the TNT defensive front puts him down.
Just realized I haven't called Ike Hunter's name many times tonight. Robbie Thompson doing a good job against him on that front line. With the football is Fryer in for the touchdown.
Fryer from 8 yards out for the touchdown, and the Corsicana Tigers find themselves behind in this ballgame for the first time this evening.
Appeared to be the same wing-back reverse that the Lions used moments ago to get from the 40 down inside the 20. They run it the opposite way this time, and Wilfred Fryer gets it into the end zone. The first time that the McKinney offense has gotten into the end zone, and the Lions are going to call a timeout to discuss whether or not to go for 2.
43 yards in 6 plays. They started the drive with 4:44 on the clock, down to a minute 52. They do call the timeout. They use the first of their 3 timeouts. Fryer on the 8-yard touchdown run, and these McKinney Lions come out fired up.
Ron Poe on the sideline talking with his quarterback, Charlie Hona, along with his split end, number 83, Mark Jackson. They're trying to decide what to do, what play to call on this 2-point conversion. In the meantime, across the field, Don Denbo has asked his defensive unit to come to the 15-yard line. Well, they will hold a powwow and decide how to defense this 2-point conversion. If they do make the 2 points, it will be 21-15, and it will be a 6-point differential between the two teams. A touchdown would tie it, and the Tigers, on their previous 2 touchdowns of the evening, have been unsuccessful on their extra point attempts.
Well, of course, we saw John Lohan miss one earlier and then go in the points after attempt. I was just looking for some statistics to see how successful John had been on his extra point, and we'll find that and get that to you in just a minute if it comes down to that in just a minute.
Lohan on his first extra point attempt just hit a low liner that he happened to pull to the left, whereas on the 2-point conversion, the pass to Tim Reddick was open and there, but just a little tall for Reddick. He almost brought it down with the fingertip roll, but it just rolled the wrong way on him, fell out of his hands, incomplete. And so the Tigers sit with 15 points. They trail by 4 right now, and the Lions will try to make it 6. Come to the line of scrimmage with Anderson and Simmons, the setbacks. 2 men go wide to the left of the formation. Hona talking to one of his backs on that side, wants him to move to the other side. That's Fryer. Fryer in motion, back to pass. The toss is incomplete. Nice job
on the play, Lark.
Sure looked like a good defensive effort by the Corsicana Tigers. Ricky Lusk got a hand on the football. Let's see what the meaning of the flag, though, is. The Lions are clapping as though it's against Corsicana. And the call is offside against the Tigers. So they were a bit anxious to get the play going. And so now the Lions will get another opportunity at the 2-point conversion, but this time from about the 1.5-yard line. They tried the little quick slant in pattern to the split end, but Ricky Lusk was there to stick a hand on it and cause it to be incomplete. Now they come to the line of scrimmage, full house backfield. Simmons dots the I at the tailback slot. He gets the football, and he is in for the 2 points. Just ran by a couple of Corsicana Tigers, and his 2-point conversion now makes it McKinney 21, Corsicana 15, with a minute 52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Roy Miller and I'll be back to Texas Stadium in 1 minute.
Many of our neighbors know the story, how this man, Gus Weidman, 90 years ago, prepared a fruit and nut concoction he called Cookin' mit Frucht, later translated by this man, Tom McElwee, into the original deluxe fruitcake, baked to order for 2 generations right here at 6th and Main, its second home since 1896, and transported by our 2-horse, 5-mule power superfleet to Corsicana's railhead for Christmas trips throughout America. Today, your old hometown bakery occupies a city block, offers work to 500 Navarro County citizens at holiday time, who daily bake 80,000 pounds of deluxe fruitcakes for customers in 50 states and 194 foreign countries. Recipients of gold medals from Geneva, Vienna, and Paris, from the Gourmet Society of New York, the U.S. Department of Commerce Presidential E Award for Excellence in Exporting, and the Texas State Historical Commission. As the holidays draw near, we thank you for your friendship and support. Visit our bake shop. See, our products are the best we've offered.
Kicking it off will be J. Bob Harris. He has it lined up on the east 40-yard line. The times he's kicked off tonight, he has not kicked deep. He's kicked the squib-type kicks, and we expect to see the same here. He does kick the bouncer that comes down to the 25-yard line, picked up by one of the up men. I believe that's Bo Barty with the football. He gets up to about the 34 before he's finally brought down by number 13, John Poe.
Well, Lark, I was just looking at the place kicking, so John Lawhon has converted on 48 of 54 extra points. So if it gets down to that and the Tigers can score the touchdown to tie the ball game, it could well come down to the toe of John Lawhon. But as you noted, he missed one earlier this evening. He has connected on the 31-yard field goal, however.
54 PATs. That's quite a bit of practice. First down and 10 from the 34 for the Corsicana Tigers. Two men wide to the left. Handoff to the tailback, Daniel Morgan. And Morgan just pressed across the 45-yard line, excuse me, the 40-yard line to the 42. Good blocking on the right side from Blake Meredith and Sean Ritter to give Morgan plenty of running room as the offensive line just pushed McKinney Lions out of the way for the 8-yard gain up to the 42.
Well, this time you're talking about Randy Simmons running like a man possessed a moment ago. Now Daniel Morgan seems to have that fire and enthusiasm as he picked up 8 yards on that particular carry.
Carroll and Lusk wide right. Backs in the eye behind Pascal. Handoff to Robert Owens, the fullback. He's still churning. And finally brought down after he gets the first down across the 45 out to about the 47. Good tough run by Robert Owens as he broke the first line of defense and got an extra 2 or 3 yards on the second effort.
And one of the Tigers shaking up on the play there just a little bit as he's trying to find his way back to the huddle. That's number 79, Sean Ritter, shaking up just a little bit on the play. But a first down for the Tigers. They're first in this third quarter with 56 seconds. Still to play in the third quarter and the clock running.
Reddick, Hines, and Stewart all checked into the huddle that time. Stewart goes wide to the right as the only man spread out. Backs in the eye. Handoff goes to the tailback. Handoff on the fake they end around. Marcus Hines still has the football, and he's down to the 41-yard line. Good fake between Marcus Hines and Ricky Stewart as Stewart came on what appeared to be a wing-back reverse coming from the right to the left. And Hines faked the handoff to Stewart. Not sure if that was meant to be a fake or if Hines just never felt like he had control enough of the football to give it to Stewart.
Pick up about 12 yards on the play for Marcus Hines as the Tigers took the drive, the opening drive at the 34-yard line. Now down to McKinney's 41.
Two tight end formation. Sean Portis, the wingback, wide to the left. And firing off before the snap of the ball is 75, Brad Powell, so that'll be 5 yards against Corsicana. Apparently Powell not aware of what the snap count was. He thought it was on the first count. It went on the second, and I don't believe it was because of that Powell is going to the sideline, but he has been replaced in the huddle by Terry Jones.
Well, he's got just a little bit anxious jump there, and then, of course, pulled the tight end along with him. Offside, 5 yards stepped off against the Tigers. Ball will be back to near the Tiger 46-yard line as the clock shows 18 seconds still to play in the third quarter.
Well, as long as the first quarter was, this is as short a third quarter. It's been pretty quick here. First and 15 on the option, pitch back to Morgan, and Morgan gets it up near the 40. About a 5-yard gain is all they got this time on the option left, which had worked for 2 touchdowns previously, but one of those touchdowns was called back. That play will end our third quarter. The score, the McKinney Lions 21, the Corsicana Tigers 15. We'll be back with more Class 4A playoff action in 1 minute.
Ensco Southwest Group Incorporated is announcing their new agency name, Edward M. Polk Associates Incorporated. They are changing their agency name and returning to their heritage in recognition of 3 generations of ownership by the Polk family, a name synonymous with insurance since 1895. The address and phone number will remain the same, 400 West Collins Street in Corsicana, 875-5671. They look forward to serving your insurance needs for many more years to come and wish the Tigers a victory in tonight's game.
As we get back to play, Shannon Pascal calls the crazy option where he reverses out one side, goes to the left, and he picks up good yardage from the 40-yard line down inside the 30 to about the 25. So nice play by Shannon Pascal as he dials his